In this video, I invite you guys to come hang out with me while I rearrange my pedal board. I'll talk a little bit about my old setup as well as a walkthrough of my new setup, and I'll discuss some of the things I have laying around here in the studio, that is some of my guitars and even the masks I have here on the shelf. This is my current setup that I'm going to be breaking down from. I mean, if I could, I would put every single pedal I have on the pedal board, but I just can't do that. And with so many options, it just makes me more indecisive when it comes to creating. So I kind of just want to condense everything down and utilize the tools that are necessary, at least for this style music that I'm writing for this album. And so, yeah, but I mean, I use every single pedal here that I have. It's just, for right now, I kind of want to restrict myself. It's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded a video. I've been really busy just writing, recording, and mixing songs for my new album that I want to be putting out, which is also part of the series that I've been doing here on YouTube. But I want to take a step back from that today and do something a little different, something I've been avoiding, something I don't want to do but has to be done, and that is doing a little bit of maintenance here in the studio. I've been wanting to rearrange my pedal board, dust it off, maybe vacuum around here a little bit. I've had all the time in the world to do it, but I've just been avoiding it. So I'm gonna figure out what pedals I feel I'm going to be utilizing for this album versus, you know, just kind of dicking around. Plus, I think a couple of you guys have mentioned that you wanted to see my pedal board setup, so why not do that today? Also, why not share with you guys some of the masks that I have here? It'll be sort of like a mini studio tour. I say mini because right behind this camera is a big mess, and I don't want to show that. Look, I'm not a pedal collector whatsoever, but I will say this. I never thought I would have this many pedals in my possession ever. I was never really into pedals until I started discovering, you know, ones here and there, and you discover different like independent companies. And when I started posting more on YouTube, I got recognized by Sweetwater, and then they offered me to be an affiliate with them. And next thing you know, they're throwing opportunities to do sponsorship videos for different brands like Red Witch, you know, and even Earthquaker devices right here, and other brands. And I mean, by that time I already had heard of these particular products, so I already knew what I was getting into, and I was stoked. I still am stoked to have these products. Some companies offered to, you know, send me some of their products and their pedals, and I thought that's awesome. Like, for example, Jupiter Effects sent me the Warlow, and Fuzzum sending me these two badass pedals. I've had great opportunities, you know, discovering some new products and new brands, and it means a lot. Like I said, like, I don't have a shit ton, like, you know, posted up on my racks and stuff, which I don't really, I mean, if I did, cool. I don't, that's still cool. My point is, I'm just really grateful, you know, to be able to have what I have. Not only pedals, but guitars and stuff. You know, since I'm doing a little studio maintenance here and cleaning house, figured I'd talk about some of the stuff that I have. This was one of the pedals that I saw at NAMM this year, and I just had to have it. It was this one or the Wall of Sound one, the Malay. I still want that pedal. I'm a fan of, like, I love individual pedals that, you know, have their own effects and dedicated to just, you know, one thing. I think that's really awesome. Like this fuzz pedal right here, this thing is like insane. And so is the Warlow. The Echo Moon, you know, it's just like a dedicated, echo pedal, but it has a boost to it, and this thing does amazing things. And I'm also a fan of pedals that can do multiple effects, like the Swan Hunter right here. this has like a built-in fuzz into it, and there's a way to, you know, obtain that fuzz sound. And once I discovered that, like, this pedal to me just got like 10 times more awesome. All right, so just a brief overview of some of my guitars right here. This is the Epiphone SG, and I traded this with my cousin for the LP350, the Fesley LP350. Here's another Fesley right here. Now I got my Fesleys doing collaborations with them and promoting some of their products, and they're really good products for the price, so I definitely recommend Fesley. This guitar right here means a lot to me. I've had this guitar for almost 20 years, I want to say, and my girlfriend at the time had gave it to me for my birthday. Now it was in pieces. I put it together. That's what I wanted. I wanted to build my own guitar with the help of my brother-in-law, and the neck is actually from a Jimmy Vaughn Strat that my grandmother had got me years ago, and that neck is from my very first, I want to say, like, real professional guitar. So yeah. And here's my mask collection. This one is called Jersey Devil, and this one's from Immortal Masks. This is a full silicone mask, so it feels like real skin. I did the horns on it and the teeth when I was working as a special effects artist for them, and this is a custom paint job. This one right here is called the Hungry God from Mask Manor, which is Mark Hansen's company, and this one is a one of one. I had seen this one at Monsterpalooza, which is like a horror convention, and yeah, I really wanted it. I had my eye on it. This is a huge bust, and it's one of my favorites. This one here is from Customs. I love her style because it's very vintage, and it's just very kind of grungy and grimy and dirty. Like, her style is like no other, and I do hope to get my hands on some more of her work. I had got this one from the Transworld Trade Show back in 2024. This one is a Trick or Treat mask. It's supposed to be from the Creep Show, it's supposed to be the Creep from the Creep Show. Nothing special about that one. However, this one right here is another Immortal mask, and this is a half silicone mask. This one is called Unholy. I had got it custom painted, hair on it, and then the eyes are from Fourth Seal Studio, like realistic eyes. This is silicone mask, so it feels real. Now, of course, this is inspired by Regan from The Exorcist, and I got the dress from Amazon. I had done a video of me like dressed up as Regan with this dress on. And I took it down just because I didn't want to get like any copyright issues. But anyway, here's another Immortal mask. This one is called the Immortal, or Immortal, I forget. This is another full silicone mask. Eyes, of course, from Fourth Seal, the best realistic eyes. And this is another custom paint job done by Santino, who painted the other 3 masks that I have here. All 3 of them are also patched by Ashley, who is a lead patch at Immortal Masks. I had done the teeth on this one myself, and then Danny, who does hair at Immortal Mask, had punched hair in this mask individually. Like, that's how they do it. They individually punch tiny pieces of strands of hair, and they put a lot of work into these masks. So yeah, if you guys are interested in getting any products from some of these companies, these are like the best in the business, so highly recommend. And that is my current mask collection. So it rained throughout the whole night last night, and even a little bit in the morning, and it was nice and cold. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, around 10 o'clock, it's like 95 degrees. But that's California weather for you. You will get all of the seasons in one day. Push that in like that. Okay. Yeah, I just want to keep this pedal board set up simple. So probably that big. All right, guys, the pedal board is powered up. We have all the pedals connected. I'm gonna demonstrate for you guys what this setup sounds like, and I'll explain like how it helps me out. I already know it's gonna sound kick-ass, but just for you guys at home so you can see for yourselves. So let me get you guys in POV mode. So I have the standard distortion before effects, the Machina 2. This is a fuzz. We have the Chelsea fuzz, and then we get into the colorful modular effects like chorus. We will go down here to spacey effects with the Synostium delay. Then we have the generating reverb, the lore. And then if you notice, I have fuzz after this. And then I have another modular effect. Now the reason why I put a fuzz after my spacey effects is because I still want to be able to dial in those washy, droney, distorted sounds in case I want to go for this sort of like shoegazy inspired effect. I have that here set up, and I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. I have the phaser at the end because I don't want it to be too present. I feel like when it's anywhere before my spacey effects, it's a little bit too present, and I can't control the mix with this, so I have it at the very end. Let's go and start off with the Machina Overdrive. Try the fuzz. Move on to the Chelsea. Chorus. Synostium delay. This is a really cool pedal because you can switch from like this warble effect to a flutter. So this is on warble, and you can also control the depth of that warble. So. Then of course our lore. I love this pedal. And this is if we want to go for a more like ambient sound. Let's go back really quick to our colorful effects. Yeah, so I have everything that I need right here as far as the tools to write the music that I want to write. Yeah, who knows? Things might alternate through this pedal board, but I do want to keep it this size though, and I don't want to like overwhelm myself with too much, because if I have too many options, I start kind of like becoming way more undecisive. And as I mentioned before, just because I have some pedals on the side doesn't mean I'm not going to be using them anymore when I'm, you know, searching for some tones and different effects that I want to use. This is just more simpler for my, you know, songwriting setup. I think I'm probably going to need to get another pedal board. But then again, I just don't really like the pedals sitting out, getting dusty. So I put them in their boxes, so they're safe in there. If there's a pedal that you guys want me to take out and try something with, then please let me know. I think you guys might be familiar with the pedals that I've already had. If not, maybe take a look at some of the older videos. If any of you guys are interested in exclusive content, then consider joining my Patreon. If you want to help me out in other ways, then I have affiliate links in my description box down below. Until the next video, I will see you guys in that next video.